Hello and welcome, my name is Olive and this class is going to be a 20-minute whole body morning flow. So it's something that you can incorporate into your morning routine if you have one, just a chance for you to loosen up through certain muscles, through certain joints and get you ready for the day. So all you need is your yoga mat, a block if you would like, but yeah, I will see you on the mat. Starting in a kneeling position, we're just going to work through some small points of the body, just start to slowly warm up. So hands resting down on the lap, just take a moment, roll through the shoulders, roll them backwards, roll them forwards, wherever they want to go. And then come to a bit of stillness. You're going to take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Maybe use the right hand for a little bit of assisted stretch, a little bit more extra. And just let that left hand float up and away from you. Now you might feel like a weird buzzing or tingling down that left bicep forearm, so move through the head, move through the left hand if you want. And then slowly release everything, coming back to neutral, left ear to left shoulder. Again, take the left hand on the head if you want, slowly lift the right hand away, experience that buzzing, change it up if you like. Cool. And then gently releasing down. So from here, right hand is going to come onto the fingertips. We're going to lift up through the left hand, breath comes in, and then exhale, just gently bend into the right elbow, lean towards the right side. So we want to try keep our hips stacked over our ankles. We're just moving through our torso. Then inhale, coming up, left fingertips down, reach your right hand up, and again slowly leaning, slowly bending towards the left hand side. Cool, so just working into some lateral flexion for the spine. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now this time we're going to dive forwards, reach in front with our hands, draw the rib cage towards your hips, so rounding off the spine into flexion. And then inhale, you're going to lift up through your chest, draw the elbows towards the side, lifting, coming into extension, so looking up. Exhale, again dive forwards. Inhale to open. Just one more time, exhale, dive, inhaling to open. Cool, back to neutral, then bring yourself up into your tabletop position. Take a moment, feel grounded through the hands, through the toes. Have a little wriggle around through the spine, through the hips, the shoulders, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, come back to stillness. We're going to bring ourselves into puppy pose. So drawing in through the belly, walk the hands a little bit further away, push through the palms, push through the toes, slowly lower down towards the ground. Now you can keep your head floating. You can take your chin or you can take your forehead down to the mat. See whatever feels good, but we're keeping the hips elevated away from the heels. Breathing here. To have that stability and safety into the shoulders, try to really push through the hands. One more breath. And then gently elevating all the way back into tabletop. Untuck the toes, sink down to child's pose, hands reach in front. So again, some more lateral work. Walk the hands off towards the right hand side, taking them off the mat. Left hand comes on top. Try to really grip in, chin to the chest and pull that left hand into the right. So you want to feel this activation moving down the left side of the body. One more breath. Then release, walk hands over to the left side, taking that right hand on top and again pulling, again activating. Lovely. And then release all the way back to child's pose. When you're ready, into downward facing dog. Have a little pedal out off those legs, a little shake to the head, whatever feels good. Cool. Then we're going to explore a little bit of a twist. So grounding down through the feet, doesn't matter if the heels are off the ground, but you're going to really push into the right hand, push into both feet, and see if you can slowly take that left hand towards the right leg. You can hold it super low or super high or wherever, and slowly twist looking underneath the right armpit. So breathing here, keep pushing through the right hand, one more breath. And then slowly release and coming all the way back downward dog. Ground yourself, reset, push through to the left hand, right hand reaches for the left leg. Again, create that twist. Looking underneath that left hand, relax the head. And slowly, slowly releasing back, downward facing dog. Have a little shake out, have a little bounce to the body. Cool. And then when you're ready, we're going to return down to tabletop. Finding that neutral position in the spine. From here, slowly extend that right leg straight behind you. Drawing in through the belly button, we want to have that heel in line with our knee, in line with our hips. So maybe have a brief look around. We don't want to lift it too high and sort of kink into the low back. We want to feel this engagement. And then slowly releasing that left hand straight in front of you. So what we're trying to establish is a bit of shoulder stability, core awareness, and pelvic stability. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, hopefully your hamstrings are on fire in the right leg, surprisingly. We're going to take that left hand down to the ground. Now, as you drop the right toes, turn that left foot towards the back or towards the side of your mat, turning onto the edge of the right foot and opening up briefly into gate pose. So your hips are facing the long edge of your mat, left hand is down, right hand extended. Into a little bit of a sequence. Right hand is now lifting up over our head towards the top of the mat, and we elevate up that right leg. Breathing here, squeezing and engaging the glutes. Let that right leg land, bring the right hand up. Now push through the left hand, coming all the way up. Palms are going to come together. Look at the right leg, turn onto the toes, and you're going to bend into that knee. Coming into a nice little kind of side lunge. And we're going to reverse it. So come all the way back up, land into gate, hand extended, foot landed, and then creating the active version. Right hand reaches, right leg lifts. So 2 more times. Inhale, coming all the way up, bending into that front leg. Take your time, transition back to the elevated pose. So we kind of skipped out the middle bit just to make it flow a bit more. 1 more time, land, bend to that leg, glute engagement, slowly pop up, hand lands, elevation the arm, the foot, slowly lower the back leg. As you drop that right hand, pivot back round, so you're briefly into tabletop or a half tabletop, and then push into your downward dog. Have a little jiggle, have a little wobble to the legs, loosen them up whilst I swap sides. Cool, so once again, come back down onto hands and knees. Revisiting tabletop, this time belly draws into neutral, left leg kicks straight behind you. Have a look, see, be curious what's going on. So you want to again keep that ankle in line with the knee, in line with the hip. So if we were to have like a plate balancing on our low back, it would stay there. When you're ready, right hand extends in front. Try keep the head in neutral. Keep pushing through the left hand. Engagement in that glute. And slowly, slowly right hand lands, left toes land. So the right leg pivots away towards the long edge of the mat. Turn onto the edge of the left foot. Elevate up through the left hand into our starting pose of gate. Now reach that left hand up and over. Elevate that left foot. Good, so we're just going to get used to the sequence on this side so it'll feel a little bit choppy. Drop that left foot, lift the left hand, slowly come all the way up, bend into that left leg, bring the hands in front. Cool, and then again slowly come up, right hand lands, left hand elevates, and then slowly lift the hand, slowly lift the foot. Now to make it flow, 2 more times. As you land that foot, come up, bend into that left leg. Slowly pop it back, landing through the right hand, lifting left hand, left leg. Last time, pop it up, bend, engage the glutes. Slowly last time, transition, hand lands, and the others float. Beautiful. So landing that leg, plant the right hand, turn back to that half sort of tabletop, and then elevate back through, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So on to our next sequence. Inhale, you're going to float that right leg straight behind you, 3-legged dog. Looking forwards to the hands, draw that knee, plant that foot on the outside of those hands. From here, establish a balance in the legs. And we're going to ground down through the left hand. The right hand is going to go behind our right ear. Inhaling here, looking down. Exhale, you're going to rotate towards the right hand side, rotation through your thoracic spine. Slowly come down. Inhale, exhale to open. Inhale down, exhale to open. Inhale down, now plant that right hand. You're gonna drop your left heel, toes turn to face the long edge of the mat, then open out the hands, entering briefly into warrior two. Engagement in the glutes, bending into the front leg. When you're ready, you're gonna turn that right hand up, wrap the left hand around your back, reach forwards on the inhale, exhale to reverse your warrior. Leaning towards the back of your mat, keep bending into the front leg. Doesn't matter how deep we are in the pose. Check in with your breath. One more breath here. And then briefly return warrior two. Straighten up the front leg. Turn those right toes to face the long edge of the mat. So inhale here. Exhale, push those hips behind you. Take the hands, fingertips down to the floor, wherever. Inhale, we look forwards, fill the lungs. Exhale, bend into the elbows, start to slowly fold forwards. Legs obviously bend if we need. Take your time in the fold. Try to really push through not only the toes but the heels. Let that spine feel long, so chin to the chest. One more breath here. Then inhale, straightening up through those hands, looking forwards. Turn the right toes in front, walk the hands round, turn onto the balls of the back foot, back to our sort of lunge position. And then stepping back, arriving down dog. Again, have a little shake out of the legs, a little move while I change directions. Beautiful. Onto the other side, inhale, float the left leg behind you. Looking forwards to the hands, knee draws to the outside, plant that foot down. Grounding down through the right hand, take the left hand behind the left ear. Inhale here, exhale, rotate to the left hand side. Inhale down, exhale, rotate, inhale down. Last time, exhale, rotating. Inhale, slowly down. Plant that hand, drop the right heel, turn the foot to face the long edge of the mat. Open out the hands, briefly, warrior two. Lovely, into peaceful warrior. Flip that left hand up, wrap the right hand around your back. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, reverse your warrior. So keep grounding down into the front leg, into the back leg. Only go as deep as you're comfortable with and you can still breathe. Good, one more breath here. Inhale, return, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. And again, inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, start to fold forwards, take those hands down to the ground. Bend the knees if you need. Now, difference this time. We're gonna start to walk those hands over towards the left side. Maybe you catch that foot and you just take your time, see if you want to fold deeper into the pose. Again, if the leg needs to bend, that's fine, but we're just creating a little bit of a pull or activation towards the right side of the body. Inhale, slowly straighten, walk the hands to the other side, take hold of the right foot, and again, gently invite a fold. Keeping that engagement in the glutes so we protect the hips. One more breath. And then again, straighten, slowly walk those hands back to the middle. Turn those left toes forwards, plant the hands there onto the balls of the back foot. Exhaling, back into downward facing dog. Lovely. So again, have a little wriggle here, have a little pedal. And into our final little sequence. Looking between those hands, you're going to tiptoe the feet to the top of your mat, plant them on the outside of the hands, so heels on the mat, toes are off, and slowly sink down into yogi squat or malasana. So whilst we're here, we're going to keep our fingertips on the ground, and we're just going to slowly rock side to side. So sort of alternating between the balls of the feet and the heel, just gaining a little bit of opening in terms of the hip joint, internal, external rotation. And it's just quite a nice massage as well for the feet. Cool. So keeping this momentum of going side to side, we're going to see if we can slowly start to bring our feet in. You can keep the hands on the ground. Eventually, the feet are about hip distance apart, toes facing forwards, a bit weird. And find stillness, release the hands in front of you, control with the core, see if you can sit down on your bum and release the heels, the feet up into your boat pose. Keeping that chest nice and high, core is drawn in, legs are engaged. Let those hip flexors work for 2. And then on 1, you're gonna let the left leg come down to the ground and plant that right foot onto the floor. Take hold of the right knee with the left hand goes behind. But stay looking forwards, take an inhale, push through the right hand, exhale completely, and then slowly twist towards the right side. Only twist as much as you can still breathe, and feel free to maybe take that left hand, lower down the thigh. Cool, 1 more breath here. And then slowly rotating forwards, take the hands either side of the thighs, and you're gonna drop that right foot or right knee down towards the ground, sole of the foot touching the inside of the left thigh. Now draw that left leg in, take hold of either side of the foot. Gonna take an inhale here. Exhale, drop that forehead to the knee. And then see if you want to slowly slide that left leg away, keeping contact with the forehead with the knee. So you only release as far into the pose as you can control, maintaining that breath, not letting that ego control the movement, and thinking about gently driving that right knee towards the ground, and therefore engagement in the glutes, inner outer thigh. So 1 more breath here. And slowly releasing, coming all the way upright, taking your hands either side of the body, and then we're going to release that right leg straight in front of us, give it a little shake. So coming into fish pose, we're going to join the legs together, point the toes, take the hands to start with either side of your hips. Now slowly lowering down onto our elbows, onto our forearms, and you kind of like adjust when you're here. Maybe you bring the elbows or hands closer or underneath the butt. You're going to push through, start to extend and lift through the chest, and maybe slowly tilt the head behind you, opening up through the throat. So as you're here, there's engagement in the legs. We're keeping that core braced. We're pushing through those elbows to get that opening across our pecs. Good, so 1 more breath here. And slowly draw the chin back to the chest, push through the hands, coming all the way up. Cross those legs in, rock over, hands land, step back to downward facing dog. Lovely. So again, have a little pedal, have a little shake. We're going to do that 1 more time. So looking forwards in between the hands, you're either welcome to step and tiptoe your way forwards to a Malasana Yogi squat again, or if you'd like to involve a little hop, you can do that too. You just come to the tiptoes, you bend your knees, you load your legs, you hop those hips up, and then land the feet either side of those hands. So this time when we're here, let's see if we can start to settle down. Doesn't matter if your heels are off the ground. Keeping the glutes on, and just slowly drawing both hands to your heart. The idea with the elbows is that the elbows push against the knees push into the elbows. So there's some resistance going on, there's some strength, there's some activation, so the hips are a lot safer. Cool, take 1 more breath here. And then release those hands, start to heel toe those feet in. So again, they're about hip distance. Let the bum lower, hands in front, slowly drop the bum, elevate into boat pose. Feel free to keep the legs bent, maybe start to straighten them out, or if you want a little bit of support, hold them here. Wherever you want to go, breathing for 3, for 2, and then on 1, right leg comes down to the ground straight. Plant the left foot there. Hold that knee with the right hand. Left hand comes straight behind you. So again, inhale, we look forwards. Exhale, gently start to twist towards the left hand side. Only twisting as much as you would like, where you can still breathe. And don't forget about the extended right leg. Make sure it's still active. 1 more breath here. And again, slowly rotating forwards, release the hands and take the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Bring that foot in, catch the outside of the right leg. Draw the forehead down to the knee, inhaling here. And exhale, start to slowly slide that leg away. If you've got a super grippy mat like me, it can be quite tough, but take your time, work with the control, work with your current range in the body, spine and hamstrings involved. And just come to the final end of the pose wherever you feel that sort of biting point, and just breathe here. One more breath. Slowly release the hands from the foot, coming all the way up, extending that left leg away from you. We're going to come to fish one last time. So again, point those toes, squeeze them together. This time, maybe sitting on those hands. Again, lowering down onto the elbows, push through the elbows, the forearms, lift the chest, slowly tilt the head, opening up through the throat behind you. Nice full deep breaths in the body. One more breath here. Lovely. And then again, draw that chin to your chest, pushing all the way upright. Cross those legs, release those hands, plant them down, step back to downward facing dog. Again, invite any little wriggles that need to happen in the body one last time. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale out of the mouth. 2 more times. Let out a sigh if you would like. Last one. And then gently, gently coming down to those knees, sit down to the heels, swivel those legs round to the front. Beautiful. And then coming down to lie on your back with your feet planted on the floor about hip distance. And we're just going to release those legs and the hands in the air and just give them a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a rotate through the wrists, the ankles, flick off the fingers. And just briefly coming into a cool down to close up. Hug those knees in, let yourself rock side to side. And then when you're ready, into a supine twist. Drop the knees down towards the right hand side. Left hand extends away from you. Right hand can be on the knees. If you wanted to feel this sort of stretch sensation a bit more across your left chest, try to really press that hand to the ground, or take the hand to a cactus position. Cool, let's go one more breath here. Slowly travel back through center before dropping the knees down to the left side, extending right hand away, left hand to the knees, and adjusting the pose as and when you need. Lovely. One more breath. And then all the way back to center, final pose, because it's always so lovely. Happy baby. Release the feet up, draw the knees towards the armpits, see if you can catch the feet. Maybe you're still, maybe you're rocking, whatever feels good. Beautiful. And then again, when you're ready, draw those knees back to your chest, either roll over to the right or the left side. Gradually from there, pick yourself all the way back into your comfortable seat. Take a moment to wriggle around and move into the neck, into the shoulders, into the spine, whatever feels good. And then settling down. Take a moment to just find stillness. And then drawing your hands to your heart center. Thanking yourself for moving this morning, for loosening up through the body. Bowing the head. Namaste. So bring yourself back to the room by rubbing the palms, hands over the eyes, and come back when you are ready. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a beautiful start to your day, moving and grooving with me. So yeah, if there were any comments, suggestions, or questions that you have, please let me know, and I will see you on the mat next time.